Hello and welcome. Right, well, this is a bit of a strange one because actually I've harvested the first field and done all of the grass fields last session, but it did that thing where we get a crash. It didn't seem to like the baler that I swapped out from. It crashed and burned when I tried to use the grass baler, and then I didn't realise, but it did that thing that we've all seen before when the save just sits there and like basically the game's crashed. The game engine, the lure engine as it calls it, it's crashed and you can't save your game. So basically, I didn't realise that. I thought that if I switch the auto save off, and now I've got the mod that goes to like every 15 minutes, but I switch this off. I didn't realise it actually does follow that. So I would have been alright had I have left that on. So if I switch that on, I've got the other mod that actually saves it on the main screen, which is brilliant, but you still need that on. And I didn't realise that. I thought it still did it anyway, although I didn't notice that it didn't do the save game every 15 minutes. So long and the short of it is, episode 2 is a bust. But it does give me one opportunity. I have had a chance to fix it this morning. I was trying to show on the first episode, I wanted to go for our own fence. It's the BI Industry version. At the minute, it's not. Yeah. I mean, obviously, as a modder, this is like my sort of like, it is a copy of the fence Zyla. It's going to be our own, as in we're going to make one of our own. It's supposed to represent a... Oh, where have you gone? Oh, delivery costs. Oh, I know where it is going to go. Yeah. I know that's quite a strange one. No. Because it's going to have delivered it where... amazing how the game saves variables. Oh, hang on. No, is it? Oh, no, it is. It's down in the... Yeah, it's over there, isn't it? Yeah, there. Yeah, no, I've also got... And this time I'm going to do it. Yeah, we're going to grab... Volume is ever so quiet, really quiet, and yet my volume is not quiet. As it is my hearing. That's possible too. Oh, it was getting stuck. That's right. I remember. Yeah, I was literally cannot get it past this post. I was stuck for ages off camera, of course. I never tried to bore you with these type of details of like, oh, just like random glitches, but I could not get it past. Done it. It's long. Yeah, I was gonna. I did actually struggle. Well, you won't know because obviously I'm not gonna. No, yeah, I used to do the mistakes. Not the mistakes, that things that went wrong as well, to include it as part of the Let's Play. But I think now, look, the mistake's not gonna stand. Don't do it. It's like mega. I mean, although I want this to be like what happens on the farm, I don't want it to be mega boring. Now, we do need this right now, and he's got what we need. We may as well take something. Let's grab the liquid tank. Yeah, I've got all of this lot. It all had gone back to the farm. This was pretty much empty. Yeah, I think it was empty. I think we managed to do everything. So the Evian is sitting, waiting to be sold, and we're going to... Well, and this time, what I might do is... I always... Because obviously you do frequently get harvesters coming in sales, but you don't always either. I always say that it's a bit of a gamble. But the bottom line is we're going to cash on this, because if we have to, I'm going to go on the BI Industries version of the starter harvester. So... so I'm going to sell that. Yes. Fantastic. So we will need to lease one right now, which is a bit of a shit. Or do we just go straight out? Oh, well, I think we'll just buy one straight out. I just don't think we're going to faff around. And if we got... I did say this yesterday, that if we got it come again, then I would sell the new one and buy... Or we'd have two. Yeah, one. Yeah, if it's the same thing, or if it's a like JHHG's super-like thing, which would suit us really well, then... Again, we'll buy that and sell the new one that we've got. It's something like that. It's a... Right, so then... I've got a few ideas, because there are a few things I did on that session that is now lost that actually I quite thought was not a bad idea. I do love this... You know when you move to a new farm, but you make it your own. You've got to do that. And obviously we are doing that. We've got rid of the bunkers because we don't use bunkers. I use the productions. I've tried to embrace productions completely, and so therefore I really don't very often use that. But I did also say, which is also lost. Well, the footage isn't, but the question will be, so I will ask it again. If you would all like me to do an old school, like where we do use bunker silos, I've got to be careful or I'm going to literally go in the drink. Oh. So what you could do is like do that. Oh, it's partially in the shed. My bad. Oh, well, I don't suppose that was really my fault, that particular thing. Yeah, if you'd like me to do old school bunk silos, I can do it. I did it on, at the very beginning of FS25. I did it on the American map. His name is escaping me at this precise moment in time. River Bend Springs. Yeah, I did do that on the very first one. And I really enjoyed it. I don't mind doing it. It's not a problem at all. It's just that if we do this carefully, we should be able to just pull forwards and drop that on, really. Yeah, so I don't mind doing it. And if you want me to do 3 meters, one time, I don't mind doing that either. It's not the end of the world. It's just that it's got to suit the map. I don't want to go on a... there are some... Or you get given the 3 meter, and then you get given big fields, and I'm like thinking, look, I'm not a sadist. That's just like too cruel. And I sort of like, map maker, I'm going off you already because this is just not. You just don't do that type of thing. But right, actually, I'm going to leave. No, we'll take this as well. But I also do need, because of the decision of grabbing the red rock. I was going to keep that. The silage for, but then I thought, well, if you're going telehandler, really, you ought to be like grabbing a telehandler one. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we are going to sell it, but not because we don't want a sort of shovel of a sort, but because we don't really want that particular one. So I'm doing everything right now. So we will buy the BI Industry. Oh wow, that flipped quick. I thought I was still waiting for it to pop. Right, we do want to switch the zone markers off because I think I know where I'm going now, roughly. Yeah. And you still do have the box showing, which I actually quite like. I do. I tend to have that on all of my... Does he follow it? He didn't pop at all. Oh. Right, okay, come on. We can do this. I didn't think he had, but it was... why did it refuse to pop? We shall have a look. I think this was the last of the stuff that we needed to do. I did quite a bit of work with putting stuff down, which of course that's all lost too, but I know what I did, and I thought it was all quite a good idea. Right, now that's more like it, although, yeah, they're a bit too close. My fault, of course. Yeah, I did quite a few places, placing of things. The thing is, obviously the bad thing is you do all your explanations, and then if you do a rerun, you tend not to want to like rerun on your reasoning because you're like, oh, I've already done this, but I'm going to have to try to do that as to why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Nothing too layered because I know sometimes people are not massive fans. I used to map edit. If I map edit, I can do what I like, but I've stopped doing that, more out of respect for the map makers themselves. Oh no, it is there. So what I tend to do is if I'm going to do something leery, I'll do some building over a hedge or something like that. And not everyone likes that, but it is due to the fact that I'm trying to be respectful to the map maker that I actually do that. Now, I'd scan all the fields and everything. Does that stand if you scan the fields? I don't think it does. It's still part of the save is damaged, and that has all of that data in it. So yeah, we scan every single field. Do you know something? Yeah, I agree. I was just sort of thinking, well, you could just buy it and give yourself the money back. I could, and I don't think that's too unfair, really, all things considered, when you do consider that I actually did do it properly, but that I was, like, the trouble is you've got to, like, then take away the scanning costs. Right, well, I suppose we can do... Yeah, the cost of the actual scanners are 150, aren't they? So if we sort of count how many fields we do, mind you, it'll be more scans than that. Yeah, let's purchase the... Okay, it is true. We have done it all. It's not fair. So 787. 1003, so 2000, 4001, 5007, call it 6007. So if we give ourselves 6,000, 5,500, I think that's fair. That's we've taken away the scale. No, that's not what I'm going to do. It's a modding thing. Well, it's yeah, right. I think there's one more as well. No, oh. I apologise for this. Right, we'll leave it. I thought it was, yeah, one extra one, but it's not. So 5,500. And then we don't, and I know we could afford it. It's really is about principles more than anything else, right? So you are done. You can go back to the farm, which we can see if I always like to do this test on any new map, which is to send you down to the farm. Can you get from here to the farm? Now you should be able to, but you never know. It's all about the AI splines. Has the map maker done them, or have they not? So let's have a look, shall we? Set destination into our yard. No obstructions there. And unfortunately, this map maker has not done the splines. Or can we do it on the road? Let's give them a bit of a chance to just like go on the road at the very least. Can you just go on the road? Right, let's zoom in so as we can be fair. That it definitely is on the road. Ah. Okay. So why can you not go? Okay, let's just do that again then. Why can you not go in here? Ah. So that is strange. The main farmer's got no splines. It doesn't understand where to go. Right, well, at least we can go outside on the map itself. So that's fair dues. Right, so then we need to purchase a... Yeah, let's grab you and let's grab a couple of your bits. We were trying to sell this, weren't we? So let's sell that too, and then we're going to purchase the because we have got a fields to actually harvest straight away. So let's grab and again, header's the same. If we get a header in the sales, then obviously that's a point. Did we will have done this? Yeah, we did. It was still on the same day of August, month of August that we were obviously on before. So this is going to be like the auxiliary vehicle, which is why I have done a copy and I'm going to completely remodel it, but this is the beginning. So this is the prototype which came from the Fent model, and we're going to because I've made all of these things for it, so the dimensions are going to be almost identical because I've worked a long time on these, and I'm not just going to do a paint job. I am going to make a new one. I've decided this is my project. It's going to be this. Yeah, I've got to have a look at this as well. I don't know why it's so front heavy when the support beams are like... Yeah, it really is. I mean, they actually pop okay, so that's at least one thing I did all right. Yeah, that is like it's a feeder pipe that pumps the stuff in the spare tank when it gets empty into it. Is the Primas, obviously. In the model, it's a completely different thing. Right, so that's the Xylons bits and bobs. It will come off horribly, unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't like come on and off nicely. Get these, and then let's get on with a bit of actual work. Yeah, we're gonna. In fact, actually, that is a point. We could order the harvester on the side of the field. You could always say where you want it to be delivered in life, really. Oh, went on and off. So why not? Let's do this. There were a couple of other things that we needed to buy. And one was another trailer, which of course we did do, but we didn't do. So we'll have it all delivered to the field for expediency. And I think we'll keep... Because it's a brand new map, we're going to keep the standard baler, I think. Or do we risk it? If we've got this auto-save on... Let's get everything done that we... Oh, we've been given a bit of fertilizer and seed. That's rare. Yeah, it's quite a bit of nice little bits and things like the silage Let's drop you off. And it's going to look horrible. I apologise in advance for this. I do not know why it is doing this. And it's very hard to let go of. Very hard. And it was not as hard as this yesterday. Gordon Bennett, will you go away? Oh, nice one. Now you've got them flipped over. Right. Actually, yeah, let's use you. You are really retired now from front loader duty, so we'll stick that down there. I don't understand why when I buy it in the store it goes through the ground when you've got it it's solid as a rock. I've no idea why. Let's leave this just here. And we'll sheet. We would sheet it down. We know the game won't let me do it, so I can't help that. But I would sheet it down. We'll stick this just next to the plough. Oh, saving. Huh. At least I think it was saving. Right, let's grab the baler and we will swap it. We've got autosave on. Just test that now, but just yeah, make sure it isn't the map. There's no seriously no. I'm gonna say because I did actually save it initially. It was this that crashed though. When I went onto the grass, it literally refused to pick up the grass. And I never thought anything was crashing at that precise moment. Nothing terrible seemed to happen apart from the fact that I couldn't pick grass up. So it was the G866 mods that did crash. So I went and picked the field up loose, but after the session, which because I was totally unaware that it was like not going to work, I hit save. Nothing had gone wrong unduly that you'd expect it not to, but then it did the. And I need to be. I thought if you'd. Oh no, it's looking for the. Yeah, it's connected to me. I think it's all that's wrong with that. It's not actually. That's a bit. It's a bit temperamental. Right, well, hopefully that'll be all right then. We're actually in the box. Right, I know we're losing about 4,000. I know this. Let's grab the baler again, and hopefully this time it's not going to be too terrible. Yeah, so we're replacing it with the equivalent that's just been GH66, which is that's no. I'm going to stick to this. I actually really like this baler. Yeah, I like the Chrome 1 version as well, which I think they're almost identical, not quite, but default width. Yeah, we don't anything special. Just immediately want to change the size of the bales is all. And I did get this right. So it's a 22 tonner, which is 82s, 182s. Yeah, and that because you can go, I think it's up to 99 or 100 tons, the bales, which is a little bit, it's more than I wanted to do. So, right, let's change you. So we want to go 182. That's it. And it should be 22 tonners. Right, so then I believe. Oh no, we're having ordered at the field edge, aren't we? So we'll go down now. Take this, and I'm going to time lapse this particular thing. Our first. Yeah, it is our first work session. Yeah. Because obviously, well, it is not my first work session, but it'll be the first session that's actually aired on the map. So, and then what we'll do is not to be lazy. I'm going to try to catch us up to where we got to with like building and all manner of things. In fact, I suppose we could actually start that now because it would help the harvester. Yeah. What my premise is this. In Great Britain, obviously you've got to work with the actual game. This is fairly central. Exact centre will be about here in that dike over there. But this is fairly central. I wanted to put a production silo right here. but also obviously incorporate this as the opening in of the and out of the fields. But in Britain, we put like concrete pipes in here to continue the dike so that you're not filling it in. Now, obviously, I can't do that in the game, although you can put pipes in. But yeah, it does allow you to do this. Strength. Let's go super strong as well, because yeah, we want this to be like almost instantly across. So imagine I'm putting the pipes in, and we are just not joining the two fields too, but that's not the main purpose of it. It really is to put a production silo, which is for all of the farm. So let's do that now. And I've actually fixed this model, the proper one that should have been here yesterday, which is the standard production silo right there. It's a bit more. Actually, I do still think we ought to go corner. This is its sort of like. Let's just chop that tree down, a little one, because I do seriously think it's in our way, and I want to get this right. I don't want to like settle for. Actually, I think it's one of them bushes you can paint. I think it is. Okay. Ah, no, that one isn't. That's the one I was thinking about. Yeah, it is one of those type. Did I? I did. We want to alt it. Now, these are funny things anyway. You got to get them just right at the bottom, even if you've super strengthened it. If I switch alt on. No, it's like it's the downward cut, isn't it? No, it is that one there. Not got super strength on. It's not. Ah, super strength on. I did see. Yeah, I can see that. So why is that not? These are right temperamental critters. Ah, now you'll let me do it. But I've got to chop all these individual bits off. It's ridiculous. I do love the sawdust thing, though. I think that's a cracking idea. But I mean, how much work is that just for that little bit of, like, it's just ridiculously... Ah, what about it then? It shouldn't be that difficult. It really shouldn't. Bad thing is, obviously, we're going to get rid of that sawdust, but there's not a lot there. Wood chip sawdust. I keep calling it sawdust for some reason. I have no idea why. So yeah, corner silo we're choosing now. So yeah, although I've fixed that, which is good, this takes up far less room. We're going to put it in B mode, and I think we will do it like that. It does take up very little room. Do we chop that first tree down? I just like to get it in the right place. And I think sometimes you just got to do what you've got to do. Only if it's necessary. So I think we're not going to waste all these wood chips, because that would be sacrilege to the tree, really. I think that one too is also in the way. I think I've got it. Right, okay. So then first thing we want to do is to have delivered a mover. We will lease a mover. I'm not going to buy one because we've already got balers and things like that, and we've just gone to that extent, but we will actually lease one. Yep. Fantastic. So only it was all it was, all of that, but wow. Oh, we missed a bit as well. Right, let's get this sorted. I don't mind like taking my time, but it's getting to be a bit of a like, right. sure, isn't it, really? Right, so I think that's all right. Let's just get rid of that last branch, and then let's get cracking. Oh, why are we... It's not showing the icon, and yet I can cut it. It's almost like it's not there. It's one of them disappearing... Right, fantastic. Goodness for that. Oh, we won't bother about that last little bit. Right, let's stick this... Finally, please, can we get on with this? Right, so then... corner production silo, and we do indeed want it to... Yeah, would that be the sawdust? Oh, it will as well. Now then, that should be alright now. I hope. Oh. you couldn't write this, could you? You really couldn't. No, it's one of those things, isn't it? We actually remembered as well. So yeah, that I would say that's not too far off. Oh, okay, now we're overlapping. I'm presuming that's the movers, or is it the water? Maybe there could be the water. I am actually, it's true, I have sort of like gone close to the water again. I'm not sure it really takes much notice if you if you fill the water in, or whether the water's still classed as there, you know, and like it's an object, or it could be still slightly too close to the tree. That too could be a thing. So let's try this again. You'll all be sick to death, as I am already, of like this. He is as well. Okay, so we're going to need to do in B mode then, being as it's going to be so awkward. But it is fair. It is flat. We did flatten it, so we're all right. Should be. Right, fantastic. So we may as well... Yeah, I'm not going to unfold it. It should just be happy, really, with just dropping that couple of thousand litres in there. And then we'll send it straight back. Or do we? No, we will. We'll send it straight back, because I know what I'm like. I'm a terror for forgetting things. Right. Let's send that straight back. And we also want a buying station, because this is fairly central to the entire farm, is what I'm thinking. So we ought to be... Yeah, let's first of all set the harvester going. That will sort of done what's necessary for that. So let's like get that ordered and ask the shop at the same time to take away the thing that we've actually leased. Yeah. And we want delivered the harvester and the header. So we want the BI Industry version of the Massey, which is... should be that one, actually. Yeah, that is the new model. It is. That's the one that's properly done, where the actual scaling is as I originally wanted it. So, and it's got a slightly increased hold, which it really has got an increased hold, as we can all plainly see. So it really is not a fib. It is... Yeah, I'm insisting that if I'm going to do any modelling like that it really does follow... now we're going to... I think we'll lease a 12, and we'll hope that we actually get one come through the sales. And we're going to go for the Massey... we could go it's a 16 metre. No, well, I'd prefer the 12, the Massey. This one. Yeah, we'll lease that. Which it can quite easily cope with. So we'll set this going. We've got like the production silo, our main silo. Now, did we? No, we did already sell the silo. So this is the farm silo. Yes, it is in a different place than most farms would have it. It's more in the centre of our lands than it is on the actual farm. Because It's a silo. It makes more sense that it's actually servicing the land better than it does anything else, in my personal opinion. Right then, this, of course, I need to do all of the bits and bobs. Yeah, minus 70, which I did do, but obviously it all disappeared. And then we need to, you see, what it does do the courser still. So this is field 33. And we want 3, but we don't want any of the round corners because they're just too round. Even though I used to love round corners, but not this kind of round corners. No, so 12.2. Oh, what's the right one? Save. 12.2 meters. And we will go nearest actually, because that's a bit down the field. Oh no! What are you doing? Why would you do that? Seriously? Right. Okay then. That should be nearest now. Right, okay then, so Baylor, we'll give that a chance to get around at least once now. That is saving, fantastic. That is quick, it's a real good little tool, I've got to be honest. I'm quite impressed with it. I mean, you can tell it's doing it, but you could with the other one that was like that. We will do a bit of road as well. So let's do 33, 12.2, load. And we'll set you on first, I think. We'll hide you. Right, we do need a trailer, which we did say we're going to get that ordered too, so we need to shift you out of the way or you're going to get walloped by a landing trailer. So then did we... or did I just reset it? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, wherever. We'll do it anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go for the BA Industries one. To me, it represents the best value of a trailer. Ah, good, we didn't. We did not change it. Right, excellent. Let's go grab the Massey. We ought to be setting the Massey going on the grass fields as we did. I'm going to go into a time lapse now because it is true. Yeah, we do need to be grabbing the... Now, did I... Oh, I don't think I've bought half of the equipment, have I? Well, no, I have. I've seen it. It's behind it. Right, I'm going to say my words. Let's get this done. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. when this feels, this has been a long session, it has, but I was trying, I thought, oh, let's do everything, and then as I was halfway through, I thought, is that really wise? I think my Fent has got no sound. Yeah, I think I've not quite got the sound files in the right place, so I shall have to fix this. Let's move out of the way before we get crashed. So not bad. We've done all the lime. We've not got the fertilising to do still with the Fent. Or do we? I'm not. I think we might keep the liming and the fertilising separate and grab another standard spreader and actually a couple of minutes now. Well, yeah, we could actually set the Massey, take them down the store and grab another fertiliser spreader, just a standard one, because I always think it's a good idea anyway to have like the standard two. Oh, we've got the front box. Well, we don't really need it for fertilising. It goes a long way. So I mean, in time we might actually go slurry spreading, or yeah, it depends what we're going to go into. Obviously in the game you try to use all of the elements that you're given, whereas in real life I know that not every farmer is going to build a BGA or whatever, but that's where the game and real life do, obviously, yeah, it's true. You know, I was thinking about this, there's lots of people who've modelled their map over a particular real place, and obviously it's not got all the animal dealer and things like that in it really, but obviously they brought that in because it goes with the game, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, which one is how many have these have you got? Well, that one's showing the one with legs, so yeah, we'll go with, is that the lizard version? It is, that's the lizard version, that's the giants one. But I do want to test this one because I want to see the fill plane on it, because this is almost ready to send back for testing. I'm being very particular over this with a bit of a... Yeah, the other thing is it's still got collisions, or one of them has, where you go too close to the back. No, it's when you've got it collapsed. It should have collisions now because they're visible, but when they disappear, the collisions should disappear too, and I don't think I've done that right. So now, if another tractor brushes behind me, it actually does crash into the legs, and the legs shouldn't be there anymore. So I've not done something quite right, so I need to check. I don't want to be sending this in for testing and giants say, oh, you put collisions in places you shouldn't have collisions and things like that, which is true. I don't want a mod releasing for people that's not, you know, not fit for purpose. It looks okay, and I've had to put the legs in, but to be honest, it's always been a bit unstable, a bit like the Xylem. When I've got that fixed, then obviously it will be a lot better. Right, let's just see the fill plane on this, because this is the one going in for testing. Right, so have I done the fill plane? Like the Xylem one is fantastic. Not terrible, a little tiny tweak more. Yeah, it's got to be perfect. It's yeah, they are real. Very demanding. It also can't. The Xylem comes through very slightly at the back, so this is the branding that you're going to see on the mod hub if it gets passed, not the BI Industries version. Although it still does say BI has always stood for, and I've never made any about it, bigger on the inside. So it's a bit cheeky, a little bit like the TARDIS, but you know, being a Doctor Who fan, it did not escape my notice. But obviously you're not allowed to do like that sort of a fantasy brand, as giants call it. So let's just use a standard word. Oh no, they can't do this. And this is the other thing as well. I'll just try lowering it. Weird. I've removed that needs lowering. You don't need to lower a fertilizer spreader. I don't get what this is about. This was always, it was a derivative of the Razek. So the XML came from the Razek. And do you need to lower the Razek? Maybe you do. No, but even if you lower it and you've got the front tank on, it says you need the tool is incorrectly attached. So I have no idea what it's about. I think actually, come on, let's do this ourselves. It's really Yeah, I mean, it's not. Let's just check for the... Oh, okay. Can't even see any shadowing. This is what I was saying. Yeah, oh, can I? You can usually see the shadowing really well. And why are we not getting the... Why is it still on pH? Oh, because we still are on pH, Blanca. You filled it with lime. Oh. That would explain, truly would explain, right, why that we... Yeah, it is Wally in charge. Yeah, absolutely. That's because I've last filled it and I'm taught. I can always say this. It's true. When you're concentrating on talking to everybody, it's yeah, that takes all your concentration. So you're sort of going on automatic pilot. No, it is. It's not an excuse. It really is true. It's you sort of do rely on your natural skill, which is why if you're gonna do content, you've got to be fairly. Okay. Got to be fairly good at the game, really, or it's yeah. Because you need your skill to be that good. I don't mean I'm that good, but what I mean is you need your skill to carry you through. Right, set a worker going. It is low, and we'll go and see. Because yeah, the rest of the fertilising I'm going to do next session, but at least we've started the fertilising, and we're going to use a standard worker, so that should crack on anyway. Right, so then let's see. Yeah, so the liming is done on this. I thought, well, I may as well do the liming. It's all based upon... I mean, it is a right mess, precision farm at the minute. It is not working properly at all. Really is very... looks ugly. There's patches that aren't actually done. I'm going to put a buy point down here for, like, as the middle of the farm and on this side. Because I don't know them in every field, but these two are a bit... I suppose I could put a buy point in the middle of those two too. Because I've got to be honest, whatever those fields are, the buy points, they're just little storage silos. So, you know, that's what they represent. And so, let's just grab these bales and take them across. And then as far as I'm concerned, we have done a very, very long and good session. So... 2 more, so we'll just stick this one on its own now in that case. I'm trying to be realistic to a degree. Also, I mean, obviously strap support makes things a little different. And I'm sort of trying to think, well, do I play with it as if I have got straps and I am strapping, or do I play like real life? And I thought, well, I'm not sure. So I'm only trying to go 2 bales high, so as they don't like over... Because in real life, if they went over that board at the back, they would not really have any support. As you were jostling on the field, it would like jostle off. So obviously we know there's straps, but are you trying to advertise the straps? Are the straps in real life? And that's what I'm saying. You could strap something in real life. Wouldn't be as quick. And I suppose that really, I would imagine, is like most trade-offs for FS. Is the fact that it represents something more than the game can. It's a bit like those adverts that some sequences are shortened. It's a little bit like that. The same as the fertilizer spreader. It's a Bredel that has a little Bredel, that is, that has got a trailer attacher. It's supposed to represent. It's supposed to represent you taking a fertilizer in a trailer or lime in a trailer and you fill it, but the game wants you to tow it on the field for it to see that it's there. So it's a bit of a strange one. So it looks a bit odd. If you were going to do that as a content creator, most people would like think, oh my life, what are you doing? It's true. Well, yeah, we don't need to worry about it now because that is it. This is a beautiful bit of kit, it really is. I'm very, very pleased with this. By Fast Farming, the maker of the Red Rock trailer, my favourite trailer. Well, 82 Studios has not released the 70 tonner yet. Yeah, the closest we've got to it is a 66.5 Brandon, which is a bit of a beast. Yeah, the 70 tonner was always a bit cheeky. which one was it? Monaco Leroy's maps. I stuck the 70 tonner right next to a Fliegel 48 tonner, and the 70 tonner was slightly smaller or almost the same. And I thought, that's the real size of the 70 tonner. I mean, we always knew it was cheeky. Yeah, I'm not sort of like. Now I've already got ready the digestate because we need to make grass silage to then make the digestate that's going to make the it's going to be a scraper. I thought of it and now I've forgotten its name again. Our very first business, yeah, this year. Fantastic. I'm thinking. Well, we'll see it in a second. Yeah, so we've got grass. Let's have a look. How well did we do, all things considered? We had that bit of wheat, and that's going to be useful. So the mini self-sufficiency, whose picture is wrong, we need to make the silage and a digestate recipe for grass and make some digestate as well. So that needs sticking on. And then we want to make mineral feed. That's the one we want to make. The oats, the wheat one, the original recipe. What's sticking on? So it's going to need the digestates. We need to buy some stones. I don't mind buying like one set of stones. So the wheat goes quite a long way. When you look at the recipe, the digestate is one of the main components, plus the costs of the additional things that the game would not be able to represent. So yeah, let's grab some stones. Let's grab now it's a point actually, who is available to actually grab that. Now I think I've cheated with this. I think this actually does allow it's got all attachers, even though it looks like what it is. It's got a secret attacher of every single kind. There's nothing in there, right? Okay, we'll have to literally top that up. Right, so stones, we don't want too much because this thing is not going to manage it very well. So it's only a little bit of stones. It's sort of like a trace element of stones, so we don't need too much, but I'd say 20 odd tons. Let's do a full thing, because I keep saying this, there's no point in me having the self-sufficiency, which is supposed to represent. In fact, let's do a bit of road salt as well, for some herbicide. I keep saying this, I keep having the self-sufficiency, or the mini self-sufficiency, which is supposed to make a farmer self-sufficient, and then we don't actually do it. So it's, you know, let's just spend this few minutes. I know it's going to make the session a little bit longer, but it's not going to take too long, really. Yeah, this is, I suppose, as a first work session, there was the most to do right now. Stones, that's the one we want. So full load of this. We'll get the lime going too. And the herbicide, but the most important is the mineral feed, because that's the business. That this year, that is the business. Obviously, we've got cows. We bought 20 more, as you will have seen. I've gone for my favourites, but I'm still going. Yeah, we're going to do all. We're going to do everything. So we will need a bit of sugar as well. Oh, it's a little bit. Oh, that's the only trouble. It's a bit. I should have done it sideways, really, but. Fantastic. So how well did we actually do with it? Yeah, obviously I threw the wheat in 21,600. Well, it was a little bit more. It's going down already, so now that's happy. So we want to stick the herbicide, which is, again, I think this uses some digestate too. That's the bad thing. Now, because I don't mind buying a bit of digestate for this, because we're not selling it. Whereas I would insisting on the mineral feed, which. So how much grass is there in there? 168 tons, which is going to produce half of that, 84 tons of digestate. So what will that do for? Yeah, so 84 tons. So 84. That would actually be about perfect. So we will need to buy a little bit of digestates to cover the liquid fertilizer. So we'll do that next session. Yeah, otherwise you go on and on. I'm a terror for like going on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and like literally. So we've got it all in, 168 tons of grass. Obviously, I'm not sure about the fertilizer. Oh, that's just, yeah, while that has finished, let's set that on the next bigger field so that we are actually getting a bit of traction. Yeah, now that's working. Now that looks nice. You can see the difference between this grass field and the field to the right. So I don't understand why. It'll get there. And it's not. None of these things are easy. Obviously, even giants are having difficulty with FS25. Right, so let's set you going. Excellent. And I will say my goodbye. So we've named the farm. We've got the boarding. Yeah, when you look at the little board, so it still is what it is, but it's obviously we've moved in. So yeah, I'm quite pleased that it's a nice big sign actually. Yeah, this is a conundrum. For those who like wish a bit of a conundrum, if you look closely, it's not quite right. It was done by AI, and I kept it because it's sort of shows the limitations on AI at present without any additional sort of thing. There are animals there that I don't really think exist, and there are animals there. I'll let you have a look at it and see. That one doesn't quite look like a cow. There's something wrong with its eyes. That one's got antlers. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. They're like rabbits crossed with a sheep, and also sitting on top of a sign. Seriously, I'm not sure what these are. Likewise, I think it's sort of a rabbit, but I'm not sure. That one might be a goat, but it's not a proper goat. The face on that one is also a little bit strange, and the sign goes into the cart. Very, very strange. It is. It is a conundrum, but I kept it for the comic value. I thought it was quite hilarious. Obviously, everyone's always going on about AI, and it's obviously part of my job as well. And it is very good, but it just does sometimes do good to sort of show the limitations, really, on where it is. All right, so then, yeah, all that remains to be, I think I've showed you everything, because we showed it all as part of this business. So we have got a business genuinely all done from our own stuff, not a single. Oh no, the stones, sorry, we did have the stones, which I'm quite sure you could buy from anywhere. So we bought the stones. I always say that I don't mind, because there's always going to be an element that you don't produce yourself, so we've done that. So yeah, all that remains to be said is I hope you can stick with me on this journey. This is probably, I might do this as the next European map, because we've just finished Bologna. I actually quite like the map. I'm not sure how long the Let's Play will go, but I'm going to class this as the European map. So I am going to wear the first 2 or 3 episodes, as I usually do with any new Let's Play, as... yeah, like the sort of, and then I'll do it in order like I do the rest. But also it's a new map, so I thought it's 2 birds 1 stone, you know, like so you would likely see a little short run of 3 or 4 of these over the next few days on top of the normal sessions that you normally would do. So yeah, hope you join me for the next session. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.